Ngata Police Post iko kwa highway. And we are looking at affordable housing where we are having at least around 500 houses. Those are 500 families. You can imagine exposing 500 families. When I talk about families, I'm talking about children. Exposing this one to this number one highway. That these children are now just, actually, their neighbor is the highway. And considering that this highway, we are about to have it dual, now you can imagine the traffic that is coming in there. Then again, we are exposing our children in the name of constructing affordable housing. We are bringing them to more danger than before. So I think those are some of the things that we must also consider as we do impact assessment. Tuangalie, what then, how is it going to affect the children that are going to live here? Then again, we must also look at it in terms of, fine, I've seen a narrative that the affordable housing comes with a police post. Of course, we already have a police post. But you can imagine how stretched Ngata Police Station is now, that is stretching all the way from Arvist to Sobea. Then you add another 500 families to the same police post. Then it means then the police officers will be purely managing the affordable housing program as opposed to now taking care of the community. I think that is where we are also coming in. Looking at the community ratio to the police ratio, I think even now as we speak, we are still having a shortage of personnel within the police station. My name is OMWANDHO. I'm a resident of Ngata. And I'll be very brief. I'll address you on two main issues. One, whether what we had last week on Monday qualifies to be called a public participation. In fact, from the onset, I want to categorically mention that what happened last week is far from what Kenyans thought is an effective public participation. And this is not what we anticipated in Article 10 of our Constitution of Kenya. We cannot purport to be called for a public participation forum when the dates and times are communicated well, that we were to meet at 10 a.m. The area member of parliament comes at 1 p.m. It is a deliberate effort to ensure that the residents are tired and then they vacate the venue so that he's able to communicate his own agenda. Unfortunately for him, the residents were patient. Secondly, the area MP comes with already an informed mind. They researched with the DCC and they looked at Ngata Police Post as the most suitable place for affordable housing. Then brings in the question, then why were we called? A public participation is a forum that is supposed to get the residents' views and opinions of a project. And if the area MP comes with already made up mind, then we were just called for a formality. Second to that, the issue in question affects the residents of Ngata. Then I ask myself, what was the need of importing and ferrying goons from other areas to Ngata? The issue of Ngata Police Post affects directly the residents of Ngata. The second part that I would want to address is on the affordable housing. I want also to mention that as residents of Ngata, we are not against affordable housing. We are in support of the government's ideas and policies. In fact, some of our taxpayers over the same. And therefore, you cannot deduct me on one hand, and on the other side, I'm saying I don't want affordable housing. That will be a lie. Our issue is the location of the affordable housing. If we are very keen, and we've seen even the affordable houses that are going on countrywide, some of us, even with a little knowledge, there is a pattern on how these houses are built. They are built on areas that are very strategic. How is Ngata strategic when it comes to affordable housing? We have areas, what we can call the semi-urban areas within Rongai. And to be very specific, the semi-urban areas within Mosop. Just to let anybody else who has not made it to this place to understand, we have Arvist with over 10,000 students. Over 10,000 students. And that place has come up as an urban center by itself, by the fact that the students are there. The second place, we have Kabarak University, with again boasting of over 10,000 students. We also have Sobea, which is also another semi-urban area. We have Salga. We have Rongai Town. We have Kambiamoto, just to mention but a few. We also have Masinjeri here that positions itself as a residential area for the working class and the business community. I am left to ask myself, on behalf of the community, what interest does the area MP have with Ngata Police Post? For example, if you look at a place like Harvest, I am very sure, even the president himself, because he also has ideas of constructing hostels and houses for anybody else. If this were to be done in that specific area, it will make more sense than having affordable houses next to where communities are already having their own homes. We must sometimes apply some basic knowledge. And looking at it that way, then we are left to wonder. If we talk about Ngata Police Post, maybe because it is a public land, to say so, but we must also understand that that is possibly the only public land that we can have. In fact, I was expecting the area MP to ask himself, do we have hospital around here? We are along the highway, and we know the Salga stretch, how it is prone to accidents. Let me inform you that from Salga to Nakuru town is about 28 kilometers. There is no hospital. Ngata is actually the middle, is at the center place from Nakuru to Salga. A logical mind would have suggested an hospital, a level 3 and level 4 hospital within that area. Apart from the stretch, we have a number of schools here. We have Ngata Primary, Ngata Secondary, we have Kirobon Boys, Kirobon Girls, we have Ngesha, we have Kirobon Primary School. We have a number of learning institutions. Those are just public institutions I've mentioned. Have we asked ourselves that in cases where there are emergencies, where do we take this? Our women are still young, they are giving birth. What happens to emergencies? Where do we take them? Sometimes we must be very sensible, and I expect that the area MP should have come, sit down with us, then we share ideas. Then we say that this project is good, but where do we place it? Then finally, I know, because from the tone, from the body language of the area MP, is adamant that he would want to bring up the project in a 5-acre piece of land where there is a police post, which we want to upgrade to a police station, where we also intend to bring the Ngao, that is National Government Administrative Officers there, because currently, I don't know whether he's aware that the Assistant County Commissioner, what we formerly called DOs, is now a squatter at the Assistant Chief's office. They don't have a place. Instead of us thinking about that area, that is what we are looking at. If the area MP will make a mistake and proceed to bring the project there, as residents, we are not short of options. We can confirm that we will take all the relevant legal options available for us to protect that land, because they have tried to grab it severally, and for us to protect the dignity and the interests of the community.